Hello, everybody. Hello. It's Facebook Live time with Barb. And so that means that it's time for me to get my chair adjusted. 4 o'clock Pacific, 5 Mountain, 6 Central, 7 Eastern. Oh my gosh, in my brain I was thinking you nailed it before I actually nailed it, and therefore I didn't nail it at all. So that's funny. So anyways, I am excited to be here for you guys tonight again for a wonderful, fantastic Facebook Live show. I have some super cute projects to show you. I have some things to talk about. We have a very fun upcoming special promotion starting next month that some of you may have heard about, but if you haven't, it's so exciting. So hello, Debbie. Hello, Kristen. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm super excited. I usually watch this on an iPad, and so I don't always, because this is literally the only thing that I use this iPad for, is to watch myself on Facebook Live to make sure that I'm actually live, and I think that I am. So yeah, I think we're good. Okay, so hi everybody, welcome. We've got Pam and Teresa and Debbie and Carol and Melanie and a whole bunch of you are joining me. I'm so excited to see you guys. If you guys have been, following Dina, Kelly, and I, we started this new subscription service, and it's just, oh my gosh, it's just taken off. You guys, thank you so much for your support of it, because without you guys, obviously it wouldn't work, and we're super excited. And oh yeah, it's just been amazing. The response has been absolutely amazing. And same with our catalog kickoff that we were also doing on that same website and Facebook. It's been amazing. So thank you, you guys. Oh my gosh, someone says my hair looks pretty. That was Susan. Thank you, Susan. I really have some gray action going on. And the last time my hairdresser did my hair, she did it a lot lighter than she normally does. And so I ended up using crumb cake ink to kind of hide the gray. Those of you guys that have been watching me for any period of time, I guess, months anyway, I get my hair dyed like every 6 weeks, but I should go every 5, but I'm cheap and I want to save that extra week, because if you go every 5 rather than every 6, that's like an entire other time that you would go in a year, maybe 2 more times. I don't know. Math is hard. So I'm cheap, and it costs like $100 to get your hair done. You go in, they put all the foils in there, and she does whatever she wants. I don't even care. She does it dark sometimes. She does it light. She puts highlights. She puts low lights, blah, blah, whatever. I just say do whatever you want to do. And so, yeah, I'm desperately in need of it. I think February 9th is my appointment time, but I could actually go right now. So in order to extend my hair for a little while, I use a sponge dauber and ink, and I literally dab it on my head. Just exactly like that, dab it on my head to cover up the gray. So when my hair is dark, I use chocolate chip. Yes, it's retired, but I stocked up on re-inkers because it was the perfect color for me. And when it's light like this, I can use crumb cake. So I have dedicated ink pads. I don't use the same pads that I dip on my head for stamping, because I think, you get oils on your head, and they'll probably, screw up your ink, maybe mess up your paper. I don't know, but I have dedicated pads for my hair. Anyway, that's probably TMI for a lot of you, so we'll move on. Anywho, so last week I made some super cute cards. I think I actually have them here. I do. I made these Valentine cards. They are super pretty. So, yeah, they were a lot of fun. And then I made these easy shaker cards. Actually, this is probably like freaking everybody out, but it's super cute. So there you go. Oh my gosh, Evelyn said hers is 180. Yeah, I will stop complaining right now because mine's only 100. Susan, it is, because our ink is water-based, and it's like, so it's like, what's the word? You could eat it and you would be fine. So yes, you can put it on your head. So those were my little shaker cards, and then I made this kind of book. I think I made this book card. Did I make this book card? Maybe I didn't. Honestly, I don't even know what I made. I know I made the other 2 cards. Maybe the book card is wrong. I don't know. So Vicky says, how funny using ink and daubers on your head. Yeah, Vicky, I have been literally doing that for probably over 10 years. Yeah, probably 10 years I have been dabbing ink on the top of my head. So there you go. Ooh, Vicky and Penny. I see a lot of my team members on here. I see Vicky, Penny, Barbara. I see some of you girls that I recognize and who are dear customers of mine, like Susan and Pam and Teresa. So thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it so much. Okay, so those were the cards from last week, at least I think they were. So I'm trying to think if I have any good stories. I think I told you guys that my son's wrist was fractured, but he doesn't need surgery, so thank goodness for that. That's great. Last night, since he hasn't been working, he's kind of bored. And so a friend of his friend's dad has this little motorbike, a little motorcycle. It's pretty, it's like a 1970 something model. And when he brought it home last night, I died laughing because it doesn't even look like a motorcycle. Anyway, the guy'd been talking about wanting to sell it, and my son likes to tinker with stuff and fix stuff. He's pretty mechanically inclined, just like my husband. And so he went out there last night to see if the guy would sell it to him. Well, the guy ended up giving it to him because it doesn't run, and told him, if you can get it running, then you owe me $50. If you can't get it running, then it's yours to take to the junkyard. So he brought the thing home, and he's going to try to fix it. So that's good. That'll give him something to keep him out of trouble, you know. Guys in the garage will keep him out of trouble. So that was an exciting story about him. My daughter has gone back to college. She is doing pretty well down there. She just bought herself a printer because she had been walking to the campus. The campus is open, even though they weren't really having too many in-person classes, but you could still go to campus. And then she would take her laptop and try to print things. Well, she has had trouble the entire semester, last semester, and still having trouble now. And I've been telling her, just go to Walmart and buy a printer. They're like less than $50. I mean, the aggravation alone is worth $50. You know what I'm saying? So she finally went and bought one yesterday. And then this morning she gets up to use it. And guess what? She didn't buy any paper. Adulting is hard. So she went back to the store and got some paper. And then all of a sudden it's printing some random things. I think it's like, you know, doing some test things, but she doesn't realize how printers work when you first get them. They have to like cycle and do all this weird stuff. And so she's like, I don't know what's going on with this thing. It's printing and it's using up all of my ink, because she's very thrifty and doesn't like to spend money, which I guess I should be thankful for. So she's quite concerned that it's printing some adjustment type pages and it's wasting ink. So that's kind of funny. So everything is good. My husband's good. I'm good. We're all good. And yeah, just have a great time. So I am going to flip my camera because I have some super cute projects for you guys. Plus I have, of course, I always have some information, you know, we always have information. So I'm going to flip the camera and hope that it's not too bumpy. And then of course I always have to lower the stand because I don't know, like I told you before, there's some weird thing about, I don't know, all of a sudden my camera, and I try to have it on selfie mode and it doesn't like that. And then it's wonky and blah, blah, whatever, who cares? Okay, we're good. So I talked a little bit about Stamp Happy Academy. Those of you that are already members of Stamp Happy Academy and or Stamp Happy Live know that it's amazing and we're having a fabulous time there. Dina, Kelly, and I have partnered together. I think most of you know that we have been friends for a very long time, and we decided why not pool our talents together and create something amazing. And so that's what we've done. We've created Stamp Happy Academy. You can get to it by stamphappyacademy.ning.com. You have to have the Ning in there because that is the platform that hosts our site. And so you do have to have the Ning in there. And we have 3 different memberships. We have your basic membership that gets you our 4 online classes each month. That's about an $80 value because we sell the online version of, well, we would if we sold the online version of some of our classes. So we actually do kit classes. We each do a kit class and then we do a collaborative online class. So the online class by itself, for anybody that wanted to purchase it, would be $20. So right away, you're getting your $20 worth just by being a member. Plus, you're getting the online versions of our kit classes, which we do not sell singly. So our kit classes are about $40 to $50 depending on what we have in them, and we don't sell the online version. So you're getting the online version in Stamp Happy Academy, and then you can see if you actually want to purchase the kit, and then you can. If you're a demonstrator, you already have the supplies, you're a customer, you already have the supplies, you have 4 classes a month that you can just make cards with. You're just free to use our ideas. The only thing we ask is you don't post any of the project sheets online. If you want to make a card and give it to your friends or your family, you know, or have a class, that's fine. We just ask that you don't share the stuff online. So that's the basic membership. The premium membership is the basic membership plus something called Stamp Happy Live, which is the 3 of us each do a live class within we have the links in Stamp Happy Academy. We do them on YouTube, but you can't access them unless you're a member. So we have that. And that includes Stamp Happy Live, or you can just buy Live all by itself for $20. So those are our 3 things. So anyways, again, thank you guys for all the support. I think we have over 600 members in here. And of course, our team members get in for free also. So if you happen to be a member of one of our Stampin' Up! Teams in our levels 1 through 3, you have access to the basic membership of Stamp Happy Academy for free. So that's a perk for being on our team. If you're not a demonstrator at the moment and you're not working with a demonstrator, I would love to have you join my team, because right now joining my team gets you 5 packages of designer series paper for free, in addition to the $125 that you get in your kit. So even if you've been a demonstrator before, you can sign up again. There's never any penalties to drop. You pay $99, you get $125 in merchandise, 5 free packs of designer series paper. That's a $57.50 value. And then you're on my team. You're buying all of your supplies at a 20%, minimum 20% discount, and you get Stamp Happy Academy for free. So you should absolutely join my team of demonstrators. I have a link right below this video, and you can do it. All right. Talked about that, talked about Stamp Happy Academy. My Flowering Cactus online class, this is the one that the 3 of us collaborate on together. So we have 3 versions of this. $120 gets you the product medley, plus the ribbon, plus the velvet paper, plus the opal rounds, plus the online class, and then the kit to create, or all the cardstock pieces. So that is amazing as well. Or you can get just the cardstock kit and supply kit, which is the pre-cut cardstock pieces, the online version emailed to you, and then the ribbon combo pack, a 1/4 pack of the velvet paper, and a 1/2 pack of the pearls, or opal rounds, excuse me. Or just the online only, $20. If you obviously are not in the country, or if you are a demonstrator, maybe you have all this stuff, you can cut your own paper. The class is $20. Now here are a couple cards. These are not in the class. But, oh, actually, this is the one I think I did last week. I didn't do that other card I showed you. I made this one last week on this Facebook Live class. So here is a card you could make when you purchase the product medley. And here's another one you could make. Cute cards. Here's one I just made a video for today. And those of you that have the product medley and are familiar with it will realize that this is there's not a stamped image. There is no rubber stamp that creates this image. So how in the world did I stamp that? Well, you'll find out tomorrow in my video. I will teach you how to do that. So a little sneak peek teaser. And then this is a card that I got in a swap, which I just love the color combination on this. Highland Heather and Flirty Flamingo. Just so fun and so pretty. So that's our online class for the month. This is included in Stamp Happy Academy. If you're a member, you get the online version of this for free. It has written instructions and a video for 9 projects. Each project has its own video. All of our tutorials that we provide, all of our classes, we have videos for them. So that's just a little perk that we like to offer. Ooh, my Totally Techniques online club. This is actually my technique for the month of January, is how I got that stamp. So you'll just have to wait and see. But Totally Techniques online class is a class where if you order $30 a month from me between the 1st and 22nd, using my host code, I will gift you with the card of the month plus the directions, the little instruction card that goes with it. And after 6 consecutive months, if you've ordered, then I'll give you a $30 gift certificate. Oh my gosh, you guys, the Hey Chick and Hey Birthday Chick bundles are coming next Tuesday. Okay. Those of you that have been around for a while will remember the Hey Chick stamp set from Celebration a few years ago. They brought it back. It's going to be part of the promotion next month. And guess what? It also has some dies with it. So you can get just the dies, just the stamp set, or you can get the bundle. And here are the dies in this particular one. Isn't this adorable? We've got the barn, the tree stump, the egg, and these die cuts all have amazing detail in them. We have the corn stalk, the little corn pieces, the 4 stamped images. You can die cut those fun chickens out. We have a little sign. So that's going to be fun. But then also we have the Hey Birthday Chick, which of course has a stamp set and a set of dies that you can purchase separately or together as a bundle to save 10%. And here are the dies in this collection. We've got a little tiny bow, a little banner, the happy birthday die cut, this cute little duck, a sack of flour, some little chicken tracks, a fence, and then the chick images you can cut out too. So super fun. It's coming next month on the 2nd of February, and I am going to be making a card for you today using it because it's so stinking cute. And then lastly, I still have some of my Dragonfly Garden class to go. Kits left. The description is in the video below. You get 4 different cards, 2 of each design. You get the Mossy Meadow braided trim. You get the Misty Moonlight ribbon. You get the Ladybug dies. You get designer series paper, all the envelopes, all the pre-cut cardstock, everything for $45. So that is in the description of the video. All right. Let's get everything out of the way and get something up here. Okay. I don't know if you guys are demonstrators, you know that Stampin' Up! Runs a Facebook page called Demonstrator Planning Place. And I happened to see on there this morning a gal, I think her name was Chris Slogger. She posted something so cute. And then I had to copy her because it's just super cute. So I'm copying a part of her idea, and then the other part is my own. So we're going to make a cute little box to put some candies in. Now, decorating the candies is her idea. Making the box is mine. I've made this box before on a Facebook Live back at Easter time. And so if you guys have been following me for that long, you may recognize the box. So we will see here. Okay. I've got some punches that I'm going to use. I've got some ink. I've got some gorgeous Blushing Bride ribbon. I have some strawberry cream Hershey's Hearts that are super yummy. And I have, maybe I'm going to use these resin hearts. I don't know yet. We will see. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our piece of paper and we're going to score and do some cutting. So let me get my scoring tool. Actually, I meant my paper trimmer. So I have cut this piece of paper. Uh-oh, I lost my little cheat sheet. Where would it have gone? Well, we're going to have to wing it. So this is 7 inches by 8 7/8. Okay. Let me think here for a second. Oh gosh, why does that happen? Well, I happen to have a template box. Oh my, this does not seem like it's long enough. Did I not cut it right? It's possible I didn't cut it right. So let me measure it again. This is supposed to be 8 7/8. Oh my gosh, this is 7 7/8. We're going to cut another one, and we're going to cut it to the right dimensions. Well, so now you can watch me cut. Okay, it's 8 7/8. So that's close to 9. Okay, then we're also going to cut it, their side is 7. Okay, so we have 7 by 8 7/8. And I'm going to get rid of those scraps. So now I am going to, let's see. That must be 1, 2, 5, and 6. Okay, so we're going to have the short end at the top of the trimmer, and we're going to score it at 1, 2, 5, and 6. Okay, so we're scoring it at 1, and then we're going to score it at 2. We're going to score it at 5, and we're going to score it at 6. Okay. Then we're going to flip it. Now we have the long side at the top of the trimmer, and we're going to score it at, well, let's just see here. We would have it here, and we would go 1, what is that, 4 and 5? That'd be 4. 1, 4, 5, and 8. Okay, I think that's right. 1, 4, 5, and 8. Maybe I should write this down. Well, let's just hope it's right. 4. Is that going to be right? Because this is 1. That's only 3. Yeah, that should be right. Okay, so 1, 4, 5, and 8. 4, 5, and 8. Okay, so to recap what we have here, we have an 8 7/8 by 7-inch piece of cardstock. This is Blushing Bride. You have the short end at the top of your trimmer, and you're going to score it at 1, 2, 5, and 6. Then you're going to turn it so the long side's at the top of your trimmer, and you're going to score it at 1, 4, 5, and 8. Okay, that's correct. I hope. So anyways, now when you have the piece of paper scored, one end is going to have an inch. The other end has 7/8 because this is 8 7/8. So the 7/8 inch side, that's where we're going to start our cutting. Okay. I need a pair of scissors. So we are going to cut on this little score line right here. Oops. And we're going to cut straight down to the score line that's the next one that's down right there. Then we're going to cut this off. Okay, that was crappy cutting, but we'll fix it. So then we're going to come in here and do the same thing, cut over, and then we're going to cut this. Okay. All right, so there we have that. Then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to cut this and cut this. I'm going to do that on the same thing on this side. I'm going to cut that and that. This one I'm going to cut down, so I have a little tab. Same here. And this I can see I did a really terrible job at cutting, so I'm going to come back in and cut it better. And then this should be a little V that I cut out of there. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Then we're going to come down here and we're going to cut this little corner out. This will all make sense when we have it together. I promise. Okay, and now I need a longer pair of scissors. Sometimes, you know, a short pair of scissors just doesn't work so great. There, because I did some really wonky cutting on that, I'm here to tell you. And then I do want to kind of angle this little chunk out of here too. Okay, that looks terrible, but it's going to be fine. And then the last thing we need to do is to cut this. So all we're doing is we're just making a cute little box. There we go. All right, so there's what we end up with, okay? All this is, well, you can save it if you want, but I'm not going to because it's got like score lines all over in it. So then we are going to bring in our detailed trio punch and we're going to round some of these ends. So this is like the flap of the box that's going to come forward and tuck into the box. These little side flaps I want to also corner around, but I can't do that unless I fold in the sides. Okay. So there we go. Same thing on this side. I'm going to fold in these little tabs and then I would be able to round the corners on this side as well. This is like the hardest part of the whole thing. Of course, when you forget the measurements, that makes it even harder. But luckily for you guys, I figured it out. Okay, so we're just going to start scoring on all of our score lines, okay? Score on that one. And when you're scoring them, or when you're folding them, you might want to, you make sure that you have, you know, that your lines are lining up in here so that your box folds nicely. And we're going to do that, and we're going to do that, and we're going to roll it over here. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you guys want to share the video, that would be super awesome, and it would help me out a lot. And if you'd like my page, that would also help me out a lot. I would love that. Then you'll be notified when I go live, if you like my page. So there you go. Okay, so this is our basic box design. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to put glue on these little tabs here. And I'm going to use liquid glue because I like to have a little bit of wiggle room. And I'm purposely, I mean, I'm putting a lot of glue on, but the beads that I'm using are not very wide. So, and then I'm kind of swirling it around because I want the surface covered, but I don't want it covered with like a ton of glue because I don't want it to squirt out all over and make a gigantic mess. So then I'm just going to bring that in and bring the back up. So I'm just going to glue the back to my tab and see what I mean about the wiggle room. Sometimes you just need it. And like that. And then we're going to press them on the inside and then we'll do the same thing here. So we will add some glue to these tabs. Again, covering the whole surface, but not covering it with a ton of glue. All right, so now we're just gonna fold these tabs in, and here is our cute box. Isn't that adorable? And it's like the perfect size, and then you have these fancy little flaps that look so pretty. And then your little flap will go in there like so, and you have this adorable box. Okay, so what I want to do with the front here is I'm going to bring in a punch. If you have a small circle punch, that should have been done before I glued it all together. So we're going to skip that part because it's going to work just fine. Okay, pretend I never said that. Okay, so the box is basically done. All I have now are some other pieces of paper. So I have this piece of paper from, what is it? It's I think it's called Love You Always Specialty. Yep, the Love You Always Specialty Designer Series paper. So there's 3 patterns in it, and then it coordinates with the Love You Always foil sheets, okay? And I do have a foil sheet also, and I have die cut a heart from the Many Hearts dies. Ooh, look how shiny that is. We're going to turn it over. Then I need a piece of white. Nope, not that one. Here's one. And I have some stamps here. So I have, oh, look, here's my measurements on this stamp set. I even remembered them right. Boy, there you go. So I'm going to put that on my desk. So I've got the Meant to Be stamp set only because I wanted to use Happy Valentine's Day. And that's the stamp set that I have that has Happy Valentine's Day in it. I'm also using Punch Party. This is a free stamp set that you can get if you host a $300 party, if you place a $300 order. You know, we don't judge here. If you want to buy all that yourself, I mean, I do it, so why shouldn't you? Then you can get this for free. It's a free host item. So we're going to use this fun little heart right here. So because I'm using Punch Party, I'm going to use one of my heart, what is this called? The Heart Punch Bundle or something like that. This is a scallopy one. And we're going to be using the Sweet Strawberry set, but only for the little strawberry tops, okay? So where is my strawberry? Okay, here's that. Oh, I got a piece of cardstock stuck on that. Oops. I need Pear Pizzazz ink. So I have Pear Pizzazz cardstock, and I have Pear Pizzazz ink. So I'm going to use the strawberry punch, and when I'm actually going to use the punch, I'm going to actually use it like this. So I am going to purposely stamp all of my little strawberry tops so that they go that direction. So that when I stick them into the punch, oops, I need some more paper. Then it's going to be easy for me to punch them out. I think we're going to cut this. There we go. And then we're going to do 2 more because I need 5. Okay. Then, so if you were going to like mass produce these, you could make a whole bunch of boxes, and then you could just have, you know, like even one of your kids or something like that, or your husband could, you know, punch all these out for you. Okay, and then we'll get this one. We need 5 altogether. And 4, and this will be 5. Okay. So we're done with that. So we just need to find our 5 little strawberry tops here. And then the rest is trash, and we can scoop it into the garbage can. Because you know, I can't stand stamping in a mess. It irritates me to no end. All right, so now on to our heart. So I've got my sentiment, my Happy Valentine's Day. Penny says she didn't think she wanted the set, but she probably does now. I hear you, Penny. All right, so there's Happy Valentine's Day, and then we've got our cute little heart. Ink that up, and then I'll just try to center that over my sentiment here, like so. And then we're going to use our heart punch, and oh, here it is. I'm like, I literally just saw the stupid thing. Where did I put it? Okay, so we're going to put this in. It lines up pretty good. It's not perfect, but it's going to work just fine. There we go. All right, I'm going to get my paper out of the way. Let me close up my ink pad. I don't know if we're going to use those or not. I still haven't decided. I still have some time because we're not done with the project yet. I'm trying to clean up my mess. I need some room to spread out. I like to spread out, but you can't spread out when you have crap everywhere. Okay. So now I'm going to add this piece. This is a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 square, and it's going to go right on top of our little treat box that we just made. I'm going to show you the original one that I made, you guys. It is so stinking cute. I designed it to hold four Reese's peanut butter cups, the little ones. Let me grab it. I made it last year at Easter time. And oh my gosh, is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen? So it's the exact same box, but we had this adorable little Easter set last year. And then when you open it up, it has this little tray and little Reese's peanut butter cups will just sit right in there. But we don't sell a 1-inch circle punch anymore. So that is a gigantic bummer. But anyway, that's where my idea came from, is from my own idea. Okay. So then I thought, for easiness, easy peasiness, we were just going to like throw these hearts on like that. I didn't want to do anything super spectacular because, you know, we spent a lot of time making the box. I didn't want to spend, you know, 20 hours designing the top of it. So we're going to kind of make it simple-ish. All right, so we are going to add our fun foil hearts like that. And then we're going to bring in our other heart. And we're going to, since this is already popped up, I don't need to put a whole bunch of dimensionals on this thing. I just need like one on the side. And then I can put adhesive on the other side. And then they will be the same height by doing that. Okay, so there's our Happy Valentine's Day. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Then we have some of this gorgeous ribbon. And I'm actually going to take this stamp off this block. And I'm going to stick this block in here just so it has some substance to it so that I can wrap this ribbon around and tie it in a bow. Isn't that amazing? You could even gift, oh my gosh, you could gift, like if you had a team member or, you know, a fellow demonstrator and you wanted to give them a fun little stamping gift, you could put a block in there. Oh my gosh. Every time I stamp, I just amaze myself. I come up with amazing ideas. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm not really kidding. All right, I'm having some struggles here. But I put the block in there only to give it some weight so that it would actually like sit still for me while I'm struggling with tying this bow. And there, you guys know I struggle with getting things tight. And this one I'm not going to be able to fudge, you know, in my little cheater way. I won't be able to do that. Okay, I'm trying to get this tight, but it's not wanting to cooperate with me. Okay, we're going to kind of leave it just for the moment while I do the inside, while I do the treats inside. Where did I get the grid lines? Oh my gosh, people always ask me that, and I feel terrible because you can't buy them anymore. Stampin' Up! Used to sell these, and so I kind of got addicted to using them. And I am still addicted to using them. So I'm terribly sorry. I hate using things that you guys can't buy because I know how frustrating that is. But that's just the one thing that I have to use that you can't buy. I'm terribly sorry. Terribly, terribly sorry. Oh, that's too long. Okay. So then here we have these cute little hearts, right? But could they be strawberries if we put a strawberry top on them? This was Chris's idea. This is what she did. But I think she used like Dove chocolates or something. She didn't use these Hershey's. But this is what I had. I actually had bought them at the store yesterday because my daughter likes them. And so I was going to like send her a little care package with a few because she's, you know, a college student and she doesn't want to eat too much candy because she doesn't want to get fat. So I thought, well, I'll just send you a few. I'll send her a few. Well, now I can send her a few in a cute little box. And they'll look like little strawberries. So isn't that just adorable? So thank you, Chris. Like I said, I think her name was Chris Slogger. And yeah. So here is my cute little idea. And I think that I can get all 5 of these in the box. If I can't, I'll have to eat one. Oh, darn. Oh, that just popped right off there. You get back on. You're not allowed to get off. Okay, maybe I need to kind of angle them so that the little tops don't, well, it looks like, oh my, maybe I should have used like some Seal Plus or something. Well, I didn't squish them too hard. I didn't want to squish my chocolate. Maybe I could just do that and throw that 5th one in there. Yay! Okay, there it is, you guys. It's a cute box, and it's got some super cute, amazing little chocolates in there. I know, aren't they adorable? So, yeah, that was a brilliant idea that gal had. Okay, so project 1 done. Let me move that out of the way and put all my junk out of the way so that we can continue on our stamping quest for amazing projects. because I do have some more coming. Okay, don't need this ribbon anymore. We'll put that away. The glue I probably, and I didn't end up using the hearts, but you know, you never know what you're going to want to use. So just get it all out, and if you use it, you use it. If you don't, you don't. Okay, so let me sweep away the mess. Oh, I guess I could have left it there so you guys could look at it while I was cleaning. And then I'll bring in my next project. Okay, here we go. We are going to be using the Friends Are Like Seashells bundle. And we're going to be using the embossing folder that goes with it, stamps, and of course the dies, and then these cute little Seaside shell stickers. In case you guys haven't seen these or don't know what they're about, they're in the catalog. They're on the same page with the Friends Are Like Seashells stuff, and they're these little stickers, and they're like really shimmery, like our shimmery white cardstock. That's what they look like, and they're really cute. And so I have an idea that I'm going to use one of these on my card tonight. Not exactly sure which one, so we'll get to that when we get to that. All right, so I have some cardstock pieces. I'm going to use some Seaside spray with the Designer Series paper. This, what is the paper called? Let's just look here and see. Do I already have it pulled out? Yep, I do. It's called the Sand and Sea Designer Series paper, and you can see all these gorgeous patterns on the reverse side of some of these seashell type things and sand dollars and whatever. And then of course our coordinating colors. So we're using that paper, and I have chosen this pattern because I just think it's amazing. And the Seaside spray cardstock. So I'm going to fold that in half, give it a little burnish. Then what do I have? I have a layer of Seaside spray that is 4 by 5 1/4. Just about lost my mind. I was reading Jean's comment. She said, now I have to go shopping for chocolate treats. I know, Jean, right? Yeah. So then what I did was I took this piece of cardstock and I die cut it with the super large, amazing underwater, undersea die. So I would cut that out, and then I would get this. Okay. So then I had this, but then what you can do is you can put this into the embossing folder, and you just line it up. It fits in there really, really nicely. So you line that up, you run it through your Big Boss, the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and then you get this. So look at the detail. So you have everything die cut out. You have all this amazing detail. Oh my gosh, it's just amazing. Oh, Julie said she just found me. Yay! Thank you, Julie. Julie, if you'd like to share the video, maybe some of your friends might find me too. Hee. Thank you. My little shameless plug. My shameless plug. All right. So we have that done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere this detailed piece to this other layer. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to use liquid glue because I want to get glue on most of these little, I don't know, seaweed things, I guess, so that it sticks onto my card. So I'm just throwing on some glue. We'll get here, that'll be a little easier. And we'll do that and that. That. This large, I don't know if that's like a conch shell or something. I don't live by any sort of ocean at all. We have some lakes, but we don't have, you know, seashells. We might have some snails, I suppose. Okay, so then I'm going to adhere this to my layer of Seaside spray. And it doesn't have to be perfect because I can trim off anything that sticks over the edge. Okay, get that. There we go. Then I'm going to take my Designer Series paper, and I think I'm going to use liquid glue on this too. Just because, so if it needs to get down in between, you know, where all the die cutting is, that it will. And we'll add this to the bottom, and I can see I am going to need to do a little bit of trimming, but that is totally fine. Okay, get that pressed on there. And then I have this little tiny trimmer that was free to new demonstrators last year during celebration. So some of you may have this little guy. Current demonstrators could purchase it. And so that's how I got mine. I bought it. And I keep hoping that they're going to like bring it into a catalog at some point, because it's the most handy thing that I use that we don't sell anymore. This literally sits on my desk. It's as big as my hand. It takes up no room whatsoever. And it just sits here on my desk all the time, and I use it constantly. Okay, so then we're going to put that on that, but not before we add some ribbon. So we do have this gorgeous Seaside spray ribbon. Now keep in mind, you guys, that Seaside spray is one of our 2019-2021 in colors. Okay, that one, along with, let me find them here in my little cheater thing. Okay, Purple Posy, Pretty Peacock, Rococo Rose, Terracotta Tile, and Seaside Spray. All 5 of those colors are going to be retiring at the end of this annual catalog, which I believe is going to end at the end of May. Let's just bring the catalog in and look. It should tell us on here somewhere. May 3rd. Oh my gosh, May 3rd. It's done on May 3rd. So that means that all those 5 colors that I just talked about are going to be retired. So if there are any of those that you need cardstock for, ink refills for, ribbons for, Celebration is the absolute best time to buy that stuff, because you're going to get free Celebration items when you buy stuff. And so it's the perfect time to do it. And I thought the Seaside spray ribbon was just gorgeous on here, so that's why I pulled it out. So I just need a little strip, and I'm going to kind of cover the seam where the DSP meets, you know, the rest of the card. And I'm just going to wrap that to the back and stick it down with some Scotch tape. Scotch tape is my absolute best friend for ribbon. And there we go. Okay. Then we are done with that main part of the assembly. Now we're going to do a little stamping. So I'm going to bring in my inside layer. Oh, and I need a scrap. Where did I put that piece of white? Here we go. Here's a scrap. I mean, it's a nice big piece, but it's now a scrap because I don't have any smaller scraps than that. And we are going to be using Seaside spray ink and then gray granite. The gray granite is the kind of neutral color that is in the paper. And so we're going to use that. Okay, so this is going to be our inside panel. So I'm going to do a little bit of stamping with these seaweed pieces. Oh, yes, scratch paper. Oh, whoops. That's not going to work. Here's one. Okay. So I'm just going to take these little seaweed pieces and I'm just going to kind of stamp them down here at the bottom, just, I don't know, kind of randomly, kind of purposefully, just in the corner. Because I always find if you do some corner stamping, that just really adds something to your card, I just feel like. And so it's the easiest way to jazz up the inside of your card is to kind of use the same stamps from your theme from the front and just stamp some fun things like that. Now I also need a sentiment, and my sentiment I need is, I'm so happy I found you. Where is it? It's right here. There are actually a lot of really nice sentiments in this set. We have, happy birthday to my beautiful friend. I'm so happy I found you. Wishing you the best. You are unique and completely amazing. For you, thank you. Love you to the beach and back. And then friends are like seashells. You collect them along the way. So there's just really nice friend cards. You know what I mean? And I am just really enjoying them. I need a block. All right, let me put this on my block. There we go. And we'll ink that up in the gray granite. And I'm going to stamp that up here. Hopefully it'll be straight. I think it's all right. So I also thought what I would do on the inside here is I would add one of my little shell pieces. I think we're going to go for the pink. These are, I think, I don't know, they look like Flirty Flamingo, but I mean, I guess they could be, yeah, I think they're Flirty Flamingo. So let's just get one of these stickers off here. All right, and we'll just set that right in the seaweed. Okay, so now we can add this to the inside of the card. All right. And I always do my insides like this. I actually have a little something on there, so we're going to cover that up. I flip the card around because I'm right-handed, and I line up 3 sides of the card. So I'm lining up the top, the bottom, and the outside edge. And even if the inside area here is not perfectly straight, no one's going to notice it because all they're really going to see are these 3 sides here. So there's a tip for you. All right, let me add this also. Okay. Oh, I should be scrolling through the comments. Let's see. Veronica said I'm a great sales lady. Yes. All right. Wish they sold that cutter. I know, Shar. I'm hoping that they're going to put it in the catalog. I don't have any insider information. If you use the adhesive sheet on that, could you then emboss it? I don't see why you couldn't, Evelyn. I mean, the embossing sheet is just a little piece of paper, basically. I think you absolutely could emboss it. And then, yeah, you wouldn't have to fuss around with liquid glue. You could just peel the backing off and stick it down. So that would be a great idea. Okay, so we have that. We're getting close to being done. Now I need to stamp another sentiment. This one is I forgot what it said, but we'll figure it out when we get it stamped. And it's going to, oh, love you to the beach and back. That's what it says. Okay. And I have to quickly do some measuring behind the scenes to get a punch because I couldn't remember what size it was. It's a 2-inch. So I'm going to punch it out with a 2-inch circle. And I'm going to kind of punch it out so that it's over to the side that way a little bit. Not completely, but a little. Okay. So now we have our little sentiment piece. I'm going to close up my ink before I stick my fingers in it and make a mess. Then, oh my gosh, you guys, I was doing my Stamp Happy Live class the other day, and I was making a card, not similar to this, but I used the same bundle of stuff. And I was looking for an embellishment, and look what I found in my stash. This is the Whale of a Time sequins. This is actually with the suite in the big catalog with the whale punch. But look, this set of sequins has these adorable little pink seashells. Look at those things. Are those not the cutest little things you have ever seen? Can you guys see those? They are sparkly and shiny and they look just like a seashell. So we are going to use some of those on our little sentiment piece here, okay? But first I need to add some dimensionals to it so that I can stick it on the card. Okay, and I'm going to stick it about like so. And I'm also going to use another sticker. I think I'm going to use the yellow starfish. Vicki, if you are a demo, go into the portal and request that they do. Yes, Dolly is correct. If you are a demo, request it. If you're not a demo, I've requested it a couple times. So maybe if you aren't a demo, your demonstrator could do that on your behalf. Okay, so I'm going to add my little starfish friend right here on the side because he's so cute. And then I'm going to bring in my liquid glue and I'm going to put some dots of glue and I'm going to add a couple, well, actually three of those adorable little seashells. You know what, now that I think about it, I probably could have used a glue dot. I wonder if I can pick up the glue off of here. Nah, probably not. I'm trying to make my little bubble a little bit less, what's the word? Less gluey. It's not really a word, but it's going to be for me right now. Okay, hopefully my hair's not in the way, but I had to get close to see what I was doing. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. I think I need a new take your pick tool putty. Mine is like to the end and I need a new one. Look at that, you guys. Aren't those adorable? Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, so here's our little seashell card for a dear friend. And let me clean up my mess. Okay, put everything away. Oh, I do have another card to show you really quickly. Here's another card where I use those adorable little seashells. Aren't they cute? I know. They are super cute. Thank you guys for all the thumbs up and the hearts. I really appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to clean up some of the mess. I'm actually going to clean these couple of stamps before I put them back so that they don't make a mess. It's just my luck. Everything. I'm just a mess maker. Okay, so we have that done. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Okay. Next, what we're going to use is we're going to use the all wired up background stamp, which is in the big catalog. What could I possibly use that would go along with the all wired up stamp set or stamp? It's a conundrum for sure. Yes, we're going to use the birthday chick and the chick. Well, I can't remember exactly which ones I'm using. Let me see. I'm going to use this image in this stamp set right here, the Hey Birthday Chick image. And then I'm going to use the Happy Birthday also from that, and the little bow. I think that's it. Oh, and the sentiment. This is Happy Birthday. And we're going to make a super cute card with it. And you're going to love it, I hope. Okay. So here's my stamp mounted on my gigantic block. I am going to use a piece of paper from, this is the In Color papers, but this is one of the patterns. Let's see, what does Linda say? Do you use the stamp and spray on your chamois? Linda, I don't. I just use water. I just rinse it out every few days and get all the ink out of it. So that's all I do. These are one of the sets of papers that you guys are going to get for free if you join Stampin' Up! Right now during celebration. And again, I would love it if you would join my team with me. I have a link in the description of this video. And here are the patterns of this paper. So they're all double-sided. Now this is, you get more. There's only 5 in colors, so each piece you get 4 of. In the regular packages like the Brights or the Subtles, each piece you only get 2 because there's double the number of colors. But these are the patterns. So we have these 2 patterns here. Oh, come on, Barb. These patterns here, and then you flip it over and there's these patterns on the back. So they're really fun patterns. I'm really enjoying them. I've been doing a few things with them, and I'm going to use one of the Brights on my card today. So I have some pieces already here, already cut. So I have a 3x3 piece of that designer series paper that I'm going to cut. I have a, can't remember, I want to say it's 3x4 1/4. Oh great, someone just flushed the toilet upstairs. That's awesome. 3x4 1/4. And then I have a 3, oh, so this would be 3 and 3. No, 3 and 3/8. No. Why is math so hard? Just measure it. 3 and 1/8 by 4 and 5/8 ish. Okay. Gosh, that was a struggle for sure, you guys. That was terrible. Okay. Then I have crumb cake, an 8.5 by 5.5 and a 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so I'm going to use crumb cake ink to start with, and I'm going to ink up my, oh, I need my ink pad, hold on, this chicken wire. So we're just going to tap, tap, tap this all over, and then I'm going to kind of line my paper up with one of the markings, like one of the parts of the stamp, just to kind of make sure that it's going to be even, because I don't want it to be, crooked on there. And then I'm going to bring this in, and I'm just going to press all over my paper to transfer the ink. Of course, you could do it without the paper, but then you're going to get ink on your hands, and then you're going to get them on, oh, Linda, I know, but still, come on. They know I'm Facebook Live, and my son knows. Although I guess, if it's brown, you got to flush it down. That's probably too much information, but I'm hoping that's why he did it, because he felt like he had no choice. Okay, but we don't want to talk about that. So there is our background. Isn't that cute? So then we have our little piece of paper here, and I'm going to cut that on the diagonal. It doesn't really matter how much of a diagonal you cut it on. You just need to cut it a little bit. And then we're just going to discard the rest of it. So let's see here. We want to do it, trying to remember here what I did. Actually, I'm going to use my other trimmer because that is giving me, it's not working for me. It's not helpful. Okay. This is what you want to do. So you want to have it so there's a little bit on this side of the track. So we have like, I don't know, 1/2 inch. And then we have more down on this side of the track. Okay. Basically is how we're going to do it. So I think that's what I want to do. Or do I want to do it like that? No, we're just going to do it. It doesn't really matter because we're not putting it with anything else. So basically you're going to get 2 pieces so you can make 2 of these cards. Okay. Linda, that's another thing we say too. So Linda, you and I, we're like soul sisters right here. Okay, so this, I'm going to add a little piece of pumpkin pie. So it's like just a half a strip. It's kind of a scrap. Oops, I need to get the glue booger off there. Why is it when I'm trying to do live stuff, my glue doesn't want to come out? Because I don't want to use my seal, because I just want a tiny bit of glue. And then you're just going to put it on here so that you have just a little bit showing. Like, I don't even know. What's that, 1/16 of an inch maybe, or something like that? It's just a tiny little bit. Then we're going to cut the excess off. I don't even know where I got this color combination. I think I was going to try to use pumpkin pie at first, and then I decided that I wanted to use mango melody, and so I just used them both. So hopefully they go together. We'll see. I mean, I think they do, because I've already made the card and I thought it was cute. So then I'm going to stick this over here on the edge, just lining up the pieces. And of course it's hanging off just a tiny bit, but you know what? That's fine. We can deal with things that are too long. We just cut them off. Things that are too short, that's a little harder to deal with. Okay. Oh, Jean hasn't heard any of these silly things before. Oh, Jean, I'm so sorry. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's been, I'm kind of a recycler, and I try to save water. You know, I try to do my part. And so when my kids were little, my husband is in law enforcement. I think a lot of you guys know that. And he has to work odd shifts. So a lot of times he's working at night and he has to sleep during the day. So we have to be quiet. And, you know, everything in a house can wake somebody up. So our motto when they were little was, if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. So, you know, when they would pee while he was sleeping, they wouldn't flush the toilet. You know, we would go flush it as soon as he woke up, but we would kind of leave it, which I know that's probably gross to some of you, and I get it. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do when, you know, the husband is working. I mean, because the guy's got to sleep. I mean, you can't do that job and be tired. It's impossible. So anyways, that was our motto. Okay, so I already die cut the happy birthday, which is going to go up here. Then because I made this as a swap card. So when you're making a lot of something and you have to die cut it, a really great way to do that is to use your Stamparatus. And so that's what I did. So all you do is I took a piece of Whisper White cardstock, I stamped my little chicken image on it, and then I die cut it very, very carefully, meaning I placed my die just perfectly on there. I taped it down with some washi tape and I ran it through so it would be like perfectly cut. So now all I have to do is insert a blank into that spot and then ink up my chicken. I'm using Memento because I'm gonna color this, and there we go. Look at that. It's like a perfectly stamped and die cut chicken. And as long as I have this piece, and as long as my chicken's on here like this, I can get as many of these as I want. And since I've been having so much fun with this, I just kept it on there. Okay, so we're going to bring in some Stampin' Blends. But while that's, I'm going to let that dry just a touch, because sometimes the ink can bleed if it's not dry. So we'll go ahead and kind of do a bit of assembly here, and maybe we'll stamp something on the inside too. We'll see what we got. We have 2 full stamp sets full of stuff. I'm sure we can find something, right? Okay. Oh, Vicky said that was an awesome tip. Thanks, Vicky. I think Vicky is a demonstrator on Kelly's team, and so she probably participates in some swaps. And yeah, if you're die cutting stuff and stamping it, that is absolutely the way to go. You will thank me tenfold, Vicky, the next time you have to do a swap. Oh, look at that. Let's put him on the inside because he's too cute. Who doesn't like a little dancing chick with a party hat on? Seriously, that's adorable. Okay. We need the crumb cake ink back. Yeah, I think that he is going to be fun. That's cute. That's just one little tiny thing that somebody that opens up that card is going to go, oh my gosh, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Okay, Karen says, I hope I can watch a replay. I had to leave twice. Daughter came to clean off what was after the... Oh, snow. I'm so sorry, Karen. We have had no snow, so I'm kind of jealous. But yes, this will be on my Facebook page, hopefully forever. And then I upload it to YouTube also when we're done here. So, all right. And I could have taken Evelyn's suggestion and I could have die cut this using our adhesive sheets. Old habits die hard. We didn't have adhesive sheets for the longest time when we first had a die cutting machine. And so I never used it. And so I don't think about it, for the most part. But I am pretty good with liquid glue. Over lots and lots of practice, I'm pretty dang good at using liquid glue. So, all right, I am going to color this hopefully quickly. So I'm going to start with her little face, and I've got a light Daffodil Delight Stampin' Blend here. So I'm just going to quickly do that. And then her little body, we will just quickly do some coloring of that. I'm going to leave the wing because I'm going to actually color the wing darker, as I am going to do the tail feathers also. And I'm not trying to have this be, you know, perfectly shaded or anything like that. That's not the look I'm going for. So I'm just going to color it because it's going to be cute. There we go. And then we're going to get the tail feathers in here. And maybe those should have been pink. Whatever, we'll see. Okay, so then I am going to bring my light back only to kind of blend out here where the wing kind of meets the rest of the body and the tail feathers, just so that there's not like a harsh line. All right, so we're done with those. I've got the, what is this, Dark Flirty Flamingo for the hair. I guess it's probably not hair, but it looks like hair to me. I don't know, what do you call this on a chicken? I'm not a farm person. I don't know the jargon. I'm sure it's got a name. Do any of you guys stick your tongue out when you color? Because that's what I was doing, and so it's hard to talk when your tongue is sticking out. Okay. What else am I coloring? Pink. Oh, yeah, I'm coloring the cupcake frosting. Pink. Oh, I forgot to color the little flame on the top of the cupcake there. Oh, I need my dark... What was that one? I need... melon mambo also, because I need to do the candle in the dark and then a little detail right there. Okay. Then I have a light pumpkin pie for the cupcake wrapper. There we go. I have that for a minute. And then I have my Stampin' Write marker, the pumpkin pie, and I'm going to use the writing tip because these little chicken feet... Oh, this is my bad marker. Hold on. I have a replacement and it's way better. These chicken feet and chicken legs are so skinny that I can't see. A lot of you know that I can't see. And so it's hard for me to color with a blend in a super tight area like that. And the beak. Oh my gosh, isn't that just cute? Okay. Then I also die cut a tiny little bow. I put it in this container so I wouldn't lose it. This little hair bow. And I'm going to put that on the top of her head because it's going to be super cute. See if there's enough putty left on my take your pick tool to get that on there. Oh, so cute. I need some dimensionals. Here they are. So we're going to add a few dimensionals. One right there. And then this card is just about done, you guys. And I feel bad. I've kept you late. It's after 6, but I try to be done in an hour. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Oh my gosh, who stuck that dimensional on there? That would be me. I can see it. Ugh. So we're going to move it because we don't want to see the dimensional. Jeez. Okay. That. And then the last thing I thought I would do is bring in my crumb cake and just kind of do a little scribbling underneath her feet and underneath this cupcake for just some shadowing, you know, because there's some ground here. Obviously, she's not floating in the air. Okay. Then we'll do some dimensionals on the back. And then it's done. Isn't this cute? I am digging this stamp set and these dies, and I'm super excited about it. So this stuff goes on sale February 2nd, so it's next Tuesday, all of it. And again, you can buy the bundles or you can buy everything individually. So if you already have the one stamp set, you know, that was a celebration item. Some of you, I'm sure, have it still. I ended up selling mine. But yeah, you won't need that. There it is. Isn't that cute? And on the same lines, here is another card that I did using basically the exact same layout, but I changed it up a bit and I didn't use that happy birthday. I used the happy birthday in the set. That's super cute. And so, yeah, I hope you guys like those. They're just so fun. They're just fun. I just love them so much. All right, so let me bring my cards back in, my stuff back in. So there's those two. There's this. And then our cute little box. If you guys are joining us late, I made a cute little box that's my own design. And we made some strawberry chocolates. Aren't those cute? I know, I thought they were too. Okay, so that's it, you guys. Remember that my Flowering Cactus online class is available. My Dragonfly Garden class is available. Stamp Happy Academy is available. And you can join my team right now for $99 and get $125 worth of free merchandise. You get 5 packs of Designer Series paper. You get free access to Stamp Happy Academy, free access to our January-June catalog kickoff party. You get all the training you could want. If you want training, we have a weekly call that's called Demonstrator Training 101. Kelly, Dina, and I do it together. And you get all 3 of us basically when you join my team. So I would love to have you on there if you're not already a demonstrator. And I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.